Hello, my name is Jim Ascott. I'm the State Training Director for the Knights of Columbus for the state of Michigan. I'm here today to give a quick overview of Officers Online for district deputies. First of all, to get to Officers Online, what you'll need to do is get to the Supreme website. So you go to your browser, type in www.kofc.org. Now, the one thing you do need to remember is you want to put it up here on this line, not in the search line. So just make sure you're up there when you do that. Once you get to the Knights of Columbus homepage, you come over here to this blue sign in button, click on that, and then you put in your username and your password. Now, if you don't remember your username, you can click on Account Assistant and it will help you get that information. If you forgot your password, you can click on Password Reset and it will help reset your password for you. But I know both of those, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And this is what Officers Online looks like. Basically, it gives you your name, last time you logged in, what role you're in, which should say district deputy for you, but if you hold multiple roles, you might see different things here. So if you're like the financial secretary for a council, that will show up here as well. They always start out with a certain amount of urgent messages for you to know, which is basically a new thing that comes out. And then there's really two sections down here. This section talks about, you're in the state of Michigan, here's your district number, and then here's all the different councils within your district. And if you pick on one of these, it shows you reports and everything for that particular council. So this council has a membership quota of 5 and insurance quota of 3. Here's the number of new members, gained, lost, and net for the current month, gained, lost, and net for the whole year, fraternal year, how many members do you have total, and then what the year-to-date change is. If you go to the district level, you'll see your district quota for both in membership and insurance and the same sorts of information. So that's always very beneficial for you to know and have access to. So besides this level, there's also this reports level and some very important reports here that you should come in here and take a look at least on a monthly basis. These 5 here at the bottom are for councils not submitting certain forms. Form 185, which is your officer chosen, 365, service program personnel, 1295, which is the semi-annual audits, 1278 is the annual survey of fraternal activity, which is due in January, and then the SP7 is a Columbian Award application. And so if you come in here and click on this PDF, it brings up the PDF that shows you that for the entire state of Michigan, there are 9 councils that have not submitted their Form 365. Now, again, that was due in last July 1st, so it's close to a year now since this is May. But here's the council numbers. So you can take a look through these numbers and enter numerical sequence from the lowest, goes across the page until you get to the bottom. Basically, you can see all the councils, sort through those to find any that are your councils, and then this says that Supreme has not received that form, and then you'll need to get with the council to get a copy. Or basically, when councils submit their forms, you're supposed to get a copy of their form anyway. So go through the forms that you have received, and if you have a copy of it, then you can just go ahead and forward it on to Supreme and say, I'm not sure why you don't think you have it. Here's a copy for your records. Please take them off of this report. So this needs to be done. And again, if it shows up on here, they won't be able to get their star council because they will think that they are short the report. So that's what shows up in here. The other interesting one to take a look at is the Safe Environment member status. And notice right here, it tells you the last date that these forms were updated. But if I come over here and click on this Excel spreadsheet and open it, and now I'm going to have to go back to my Zoom meeting and change which screen I'm sharing. So let me share, new share, and pick this spreadsheet. So now hopefully you can see it. Now, The district that I'm showing you here is a dead district, so none of those councils are really doing anything. They don't have any members who are youth protection compliant, so that's why this shows up as empty. But it will tell you your district number, the council number, the member number, what role they are in, Grand Night, program director, whatever, the name of the person, the email address, and then over here is a bunch of information on did they take their classes, are they compliant, when do they need to take their classes again, so when does their certification run out, have they done their background check if they need to have it, when is their background check due to be redone, and their overall member status. So you can come in here and see at any time you want what the current status of your council is from a youth protection perspective. And this is all very, very valuable information for you. So now let me go back to sharing my other screen. Wrong screen. Share. Where was I? Okay, so now we're back here. So anyway, those are the reports that you need to take a look at. Forms, here's a bunch of district deputy forms. You have access to all these. I just wanted to show you where they're all at. They're all here. Publications you can take a look at. This is things like Nightline and leadership handbooks for you to take a look at. And if your councils have new prospects out there, you can click on this and it will show you all the new prospects for your district as well. And once it generates the report, it comes up. So that's what's in all of these folders. Up here, Officer's Desk Reference is a great place to go just to find out overview information about the Knights of Columbus, who we are, what we do, hall councils, all sorts of things like that. The Office of Youth Protection has got pages and pages and documents of all sorts of things that tells you what the Knights of Columbus youth protection policies are, who needs to take the classes, how do they take them, who needs to have background checks. So everything and anything you ever wanted to know about youth protection is in there. Home corporations, if you have a council that is a hall council, here's where you get information about how to handle hall councils and what sorts of things should they be doing. Fraternal training is very important. Let me click on this. I believe all district deputies are required to take the district deputy training, which is this module here. So you need to come in here, click on this, take this class, and when you're done, it will record you as being complete, and you'll be done from that perspective. So that's good. And then Knights Gear is basically a website where you can go to buy things like Knights of Columbus shirts and hats and golf balls and those sorts of things. So you can go in there, and Supplies Online is really more for councils, but it's a place for councils to go to order council supplies and things like that. I suppose you could get your exemplification team sashes here by clicking in this area would be the place to go to get that. That basically is it. I would recommend district deputies get in here at least once a month and look at these reports to see what's out here. Go through them, and other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So if you have any further questions, get to your state deputy regional representative, and I'm sure they'd be more than glad to help answer your questions. Thank you so much.